In this lesson, we're going to learn how to play at the frog. Playing at the frog is one of the necessary, I would almost say evils, of violin playing. And the reason is because many people don't like to do it. It's a part of the bow that's heavy, cumbersome, and really involves having your upper arm very high the entire time you're at that part of the bow. However, once you get used to it, you don't even think about it anymore. And it no longer becomes cumbersome and no longer becomes uncomfortable. So, before we begin, I'd like you to just please review my lesson called The Role of the Pinkie, because it's very crucial that your pinky is curved when you're doing this entire exercise, and you have to know what role the pinky has. That is one of balance, but the lesson on the pinky describes this further. So the next thing I'd like you to do, get yourself some masking tape. Masking tape works. Any sticker that you can remove from your bow will work, because we're going to put the sticker on the bow. And you only need a piece probably about that big. No larger than that, very small. And then what I'd like you to do is take your bow. I already put mine on there because it's too difficult to place it on and talk to you at the same time on this video. I'd like you to measure the distance from the very bottom, which is where the hair meets the frog, and line that up with one of the ribs. And then your tape is going to go where the other rib is. So you're going to basically measure that distance on the stick of the bow, and the tape is going to be the other side where the other rib is. Now, it looks like my tape's a little bit too low toward the frog, but if you're 1 or 2 centimeters off, it's not going to make a difference, to be honest. The most important thing is just that when we play this exercise, we're going to play from here to here, and back and forth. And we're going to play a marcato stroke, which is called marching. Before we start, and before I give you the idea about what marching actually means on the violin, I'd like you to try this motion. Now, take your right arm. This is your left, well, it's your right arm. It's going to look like left on the camera. And I'd like you to scratch your back. Reach over to that shoulder, nice and high, really get it in there. That motion is what we use at the frog. It's this motion. Just like that. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Now remember that. Now the marching stroke. Put your violin up on your collarbone. The marching stroke is a stroke that involves stopping the bow, pulling the bow, stopping the bow. That's the down bow version. The up bow version, stop the bow, push the bow, stop the bow. If you don't remember what down bow and up bow is, have a look at my lesson called Playing in Different Parts of the Bow. So anyway, let's talk about that. Now, let's put our bows very gently all the way the frog on the A string. And then we're going to keep our pinky and thumb curved, and we're going to pull the bow and stop the bow at the tape. Now let's go back the other direction, back to the frog. We're going to stop the bow, which is what we're doing now, push the bow and stop at the frog, and back the other way, and back the other way. Now what's actually happening with our upper arms? Our upper arms are doing all the work. The upper arm is moving, and it's pulling back. And it's moving, and it's pulling back. The forearm has very little to do with this whole thing. It's coming along for the ride. Particularly on the up bow, your upper arm is going to kind of propel your forearm forwards. Now it's a very small motion, but what's actually happening is your upper arm goes down, then your upper arm goes up. Down and up. As your bow goes down and up. Let's try it on every string. First the E string. Keeping your pinky and thumb curved all the way. Back to the A string. Elbow higher. Remember, elbow and the string on the same level. D string. G string. And there you have it. That's how we play at the frog, marcato style.